Hello, wonderful Pisces. I hope you are doing fab as always. Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie, and we are checking in with your energies for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you are new here, welcome. It's awesome to connect. And if you are returning, I'm excited to say g'day again and look forward to supporting you on your journey. So let's connect on in and we're just going to see what's happening with the energies overall right now. I like to just get straight into it. So I know sometimes I don't even introduce myself. But let's just rock and roll because Spirit's like, yes, let's kick in. Let's connect on in. So straight up, we've got the appreciation card, anxiety, and victory. So I feel what is happening here amongst I think you're trying to stay in a gratitude state is kind of what I'm getting here. Or that could be a part of the conflict on why you're feeling anxiety is that maybe you aren't. But I feel for some of you there is a challenging situation. There's some news you're waiting on, a direction, a decision. I feel this is in regards to a decision that needs to be made overall. And I think there's a part of you that is trying to really stay connected to this grateful energy, this gratitude, this... You don't want to feel hopeless in waiting. You want to feel energized and supported. But I feel like with this appreciation card, you recognize this beautiful rose amongst what is not there here, but looking behind you, that's where the beauty is. You just can't see it yet because you haven't turned around. You haven't gone that path. You haven't gone that journey. And I feel a part of you is like hoping whatever it is you're trying to call in or working towards that it comes through because it's kind of stressing you out a bit. Maybe, how do you pay your bills? Wanting to do the things that you love. Maybe you're in a position where just things aren't great, but you're kind of stuck right now and you don't know which path to go because you need this one form of news or confirmation to know which direction to go. So sometimes in the unknowingness is where anxiety sits. And I feel this is kind of what's happening here for you right now, Pisces. But as we move through, victory is here. Victory is here, something that you can claim, feel, touch, see, and acknowledge that the rewards, the benefits you have achieved them. It's come to fruition and you can breathe again, where it's not so intense. There's this breath of fresh air. There's this joy, this joy that you get to step into. So I want you to feel that joy right now on what that is that you're wanting to achieve, what that is that you're wanting to receive, and just feel it like it's come. The news has come in and you feel elated, you feel trusting, you feel at peace knowing that everything is going to work out for you, okay? So let's dive a little deeper and see what Spirit has in terms of this news for you and what's going on here. So we've got Knight of Wands. One moment, please, while I grab this card that's decided to fall. We have the Magician. The Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So wherever you're moving to, Pisces, you're getting into a very solid position, okay? And I know right now if you can't touch it, the money isn't in your bank account, those contracts aren't signed, that you haven't got that green light yet. I know that there may be some fear that's coming up or worry that can you pull this off? Is this going to happen? Is this going to come to life? And you know that it is. You've got that knowing. But I think it's you're trying to hold on to your faith because you're almost at that point, I think for some of you, of like giving up or just losing your shit and going so far ahead of claiming it. It's kind of like you're stuck in this energy of just being absolutely ridiculously bold because you're like, I'm tired of freaking waiting. Like, this is what I want. I've worked hard. It's like, give it to me. It's mine. And then I think there's this other side of you that creeps in sometimes is just like, fuck it. I'm tired of caring. And like, I don't care anymore. Like, what's the point? You know, so I'm feeling this duality that's kind of kicking in. And this is kind of what could potentially be happening here with these two energies as well. There's this part of you is grateful, appreciative. Thank you, Spirit. I know it's coming. And then this other side of fuck. And it's just kind of what I'm getting that's coming on through here. With the Knight of Wands, the Magician, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Yes, this is magical. There's a part of you that has trust in this process, that you know that things are coming through. You're just waiting for that clicking in, like that piece of the puzzle, that piece that makes sense where everything just comes into flow and works out, where you can start taking like truly solid action. I don't know if you're in a standstill right now, but perhaps you are taking action and you're just waiting for it to, you kind of, you know, a snowball effect in a good way where it's all coming together. It's just rolling. It's working. And with the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles, it's letting you know that the more that you put activity in, the more that you create, the more that you bring your skills and talents together from a place of joy, from a place that makes you feel good, that's when that Ten of Pentacles arrives. That's when the money, the reward, the prosperity, the happiness, the feeling of I've made it and I can do it and I can be it and I am it. And I feel like that comes together for you, okay, through the work that you're doing. And then with the Page of Wands, like there's more good news, more opportunities, things that you can go after, even potential for travel where you get called in to travel and, you know, show up and present the work that you're doing in terms of, you know, your specialty or whatever it is right now that you're moving towards, Pisces, is kind of what I'm getting here. I think for some of you too, there could be some potential further opportunities because I think as you move into flow, it's a vortex, right? So a vortex opens and more of that comes in, more of that joins in. I think your confidence picks up. I feel like as your confidence picks up, the gateways open even more. As you get clear on what it is that you want and your path, the gateway opens more. As you relieve the anxiety and keep doing the work, you know, more things open up for you, Pisces. And I feel like that's what's happening here. And it's like people are just going to come and reach out, connect. How do I do this? How do I work with you? How do I become a part of your group? How do I get, you know, something to do with how do I get to be in Pisces life? How do I get to be in Pisces world? Because I want to be a part of what you're doing. I like the magic. I like the feeling, you know, of being around you. So this could be a part of whether you're stepping out into the world as a public figure, as a brand, doing your own thing. But don't forget, wherever you go, you have a brand. So whether this is working for someone, whether you're stepping into a new job, a new role, a new opportunity, part of the community, you know where you sit right now, Pisces. So connecting to your own intuition in terms of that. But maybe this is also a dream, a goal that you have, that you want to achieve, that you want to, you know, pursue. And I feel that when you do pursue it, when you step into that energy and keep doing the work, because I think that's a key part of it. We can think about it, but if we're not doing the work, it's very hard to pull that energy in, right? But it's also doing work that counts, not just doing work just to do work. It's doing work that counts, that adds value. I feel right here with the Page of Wands, this good news coming on through. It's good news in regards to something that you've been waiting for. I feel this is like an outcome that has been served in a respect of to what you needed, to what you wanted, that made you feel like finally things are coming my way. And I this is a good karmic energy coming on in. Good news with justice. That's good karmic energy. Okay. In addition to the Queen of Swords, I think that allows you to claim the truth and accept that what has happened, but knowing that everything that you've worked hard for, everything that you have done, in terms of whatever this outcome is, because it's going to be different for everyone. This is a general reading, but whatever outcome that you've been seeking. I mean, maybe it could just be energy that you needed released because it's kind of held you back from fully taking action and stepping into what it is that you needed to step into. Maybe you needed a contract to be finalized. Maybe you needed to wait for money to come in. Maybe you needed to wait for a job opportunity. Maybe you needed to wait until you were willing to claim yourself, in a sense of putting yourself out there. Whatever that waiting is, I feel like it's an energetic thing that, like I said, once you open up the gateway of one win, another win, inflow, more work, huge win, financial reward, more news, justice arrives. So it's like, I think there could be a situation that you kind of put to the side because you're so focused on this good work that you're doing, that boom, this good news arrives. Maybe even a check in the mail that you weren't expecting, were hoping for, weren't expecting. But I feel whatever it is that's coming on through, it's giving you this new strength, this new power to be able to really forgive yourself, is what I'm getting here. To forgive yourself and cut out any other ties that are in relation to it. But this new sense of truth, I think, to yourself, that you know that even though you know you have been right in respect of, you know what is morally correct, you know what is fair and just. And as much as you perhaps haven't liked a situation in the past or how things have worked out in regards to something, whether someone has done something to you, whether you didn't get what you needed at the time financially, whatever it is. I mean, it could have been a job too, where, you know, you lost your job. I just feel like there's something that you are owed or that's meant to come up and you've been waiting and then finally just let it go because it was like, I don't know, like why keep holding on? And I think this too is perhaps could be part of the overall energy, but there is a victory and you have justice. So I feel like this is a very solid win for you that's coming on in. But with the Five of Pentacles, I think you feel alone. You still feel alone in this because you had to cut out a lot of things, a lot of people as part of this. And whatever has come through, and we're going to clarify further, there is still this part of you that feels alone. And I don't know why, Pisces, you're feeling alone. You're still feeling this loss in some way, even though it should be a sense of freedom. So let's check in with this. But then there's this, you're stepping into this King of Wands energy, or this King of Wands energy is coming on in because you have, you know, these new standards of who you are. You have these new boundaries. You have this new strength of taking action towards what it is that you want and desire, and you've claimed it. You're sitting on that throne. But let's get a bit more. I'm going to get another deck. Let's get a little bit more here. Thank you, Spirit. So we've got the Muse of Inspiration, Two of Inspiration, and Eight of Inspiration. You've got a lot of Wands energy here, okay? That's just come out. So what that means to me is that this is a very purpose-driven work, energy, action that you're taking and claiming. You've got the King of Wands essentially twice here. So there is some form of motivation, honor, trust, justice that you are seeking as part of whatever it is that you're doing. And it could just be that you are waiting for your time because you know, I don't know if someone's done you dirty on the path, Pisces. So yeah, what I'm getting here is that there's just this form of justice that's coming and it's arriving. But I think a big part of this with the manifestation, with the Magician card, your creativity, it is getting clear on the direction you're going, the path that you're going. Because I think as you're moving through this energy with the double King of Wands, you're stepping into a place of truth, of honor, of boldness. Okay. But to do that, I feel like there's a lot of news, you've got double communication, fast communication, good news. So I feel like there's something pretty special that's coming on through. And this good news could be people responding well to whatever you're putting out there, to whatever that you've decided to step into that you want to create and manifest. I feel like you've got really clear now on what direction that you're going, and you recognize you can't sit in the waiting game anymore. You need to claim to go after what it is that you want, because sitting in the waiting game is making you feel that grateful, stressed. But when you're in the action, when you're in the activity, things are feeling good. You're knowing where to navigate when you're trusting in your intuition, Pisces, okay? And I feel that's part of the Knight of Wands energy, that intuition, that flow, that fire, that passion is helping you navigate. And then you recognize, oh, I'm getting more ideas. And as you get more ideas, you start creating. And as you start creating, you get more focus because you know what's working, you know what feels connected. And I feel the more you do that, it's like all of a sudden, like I said, this vortex brings in these opportunities, brings in these ideal clients, brings in these ideal customers, brings in these ideal friends, connections, whatever that is for you right now, opportunities in general. And that you start seeing the financial gains, the drop in the bank account, right? Those big checks. There's just something I feel of very strong monetary value that is starting to really arrive and show up. And I think that starts happening a lot quicker than you anticipated. And it's like, finally, what I'm doing is paying off. The news, the clarification, the validation is happening. And that to you is justice. In addition to that, I still feel that there's something else coming through that you have been waiting for some of you. Like I said, it could be a payout in regards to something. It could be a closure of something else. I just feel that whatever's coming through, it's helping you also release anything that you needed closure on, even though you accepted it for what it was and kind of just like accepted it, let it go. I think in some way you did cut it out, but the reason you cut it out is because it wasn't making you feel good. It made you feel alone and made you feel not worthy. And a part of this process has helped you come back around, because I feel like this might like knock you around a bit. Even with the Justice and the Queen of Swords energy, there's still this part of you remembering on your journey the times where you were alone, and you're kind of connecting into, I think, that little bit of lack of self-worth or feeling alone along your journey, and you don't want to be in that place again. But I think what this is doing is helping remind you of the wins, that you can do it, you can claim it, you can have it. And then you get back into the King of Wands energy. I just feel, let's get a little bit more clarity here. Thank you, Spirit. So we've got the Ace of Inspiration, the new beginning, the Three of the emotions. This is celebrating, okay? And maybe that's what you are celebrating. You're celebrating and thanking Spirit for what you went through to get where you needed to go. Yeah, look, because you're moving on from feeling of any lack of self-worth, any lack of, anything that kind of rattled you, a person, a situation. You've definitely moved on from that. But I think as you get the opportunity, the justice, as things work out for you very beautifully, Pisces, the new beginnings coming on in, you're celebrating it. You're cutting out. You recognize I'm allowed to cut out what doesn't feel right. I'm allowed to step into my power. I'm allowed to, trust my intuition because it doesn't fail me. And I can celebrate my freaking wins because I deserve it, right? And I don't need to feel alone anymore. I don't need to feel I can't do this. I don't need to feel that I'm, not worthy of earning money, not worthy of being able to achieve my goals, my dreams. But you're claiming it, Pisces, here through this energy. This is what it's showing is you're claiming it, and you're staying in the direction of that King of Wands energy, which is about honor, integrity, purpose-driven life, going after what you want, but owning it and being the authority on it too, where people come to that feel protected, feel supported, recognize that being in pursuit of something that really matters makes a difference. There's this different power, there's this different solidarity, there's this different claim to the throne when it's a King of Wands energy. I feel that's one that's very very grounded in purpose and passion, and very grounded in just doing things the right way. And I feel through this, you get the financial rewards, you get the gains, but this is about now your time. And I think everything comes together. When you think of the lotus flower, this is like more than just, I think of the lotus flower and our solar plexus, okay? I do think of that. That's confidence. But I also look at this as the difficult times, even amongst the mud, even amongst that difficult moment, you've bloomed, and you've been able to bloom and attract in the right people, the right situations. And this is what I'm getting from this Lovers card. It's like coming into union with self, but also attracting in the goodness that you want and deserve. I don't feel love in this situation. I feel connectedness, and this could be to be a person, this could be to a business, this could be to a brand, this could be to yourself. But whatever direction on path that you're going, Pisces, this is one that is in support of you to really get you on path of where you're meant to be. A divine connections that are going to help your growth, and also like what your purpose here is on this planet and what you're meant to be doing. And I feel like you're really stepping into that. But you're waiting on that piece of news, okay, is what I feel. So a message from Spirit in terms of this experience that you're going through, or where you're leading towards right now, Pisces, is from Lord Ganesh, letting you know that obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. I think we just pretty much covered all of that in that reading, and that's a really short emphasis on, we talked about the connections and the connectedness, but also that any challenges that you have experienced or been feeling, they're all being cleared. You're making progress. Wherever you're going, Pisces, you're making progress, and you should be super proud of yourself. So don't give up if you feel like giving up, okay? Let's get one more in terms of your power in this situation. Don't let your past hold you back. And that's interesting because I think that's what I get from the Five of Pentacles. Anyone who's kind of let you down, who's made you feel alone, that where you've lost your self-worth because of a situation or experience. While, that's an internal journey, sometimes there's just things outside our control that can really impact us. And I feel that this is just a reminder that even amongst it, even when things that we don't understand right now, they can be our greatest strength to step forward, to lean into the work that we're meant to be doing, to create the life that we really want to create, knowing, you know what, that's not what I want. I know I want to feel this way, and I feel this way when I'm moving in this direction. And I think that's a really important part of connecting and understanding the South Node energy. That's the old version of you, and you're really stepping into the new version of you. And this is a very exciting time for you, Pisces. So keep leaning in, keep in pursuit of your dreams, your goals, because it is coming to life. This is not the time to give up. I'm going to leave that with you. I'll catch you later.